You are alive.
Hi.
It's
She would
time.
humble you, humble you.
I'm trying to hear
Sippin'
Next
I
and
time
hear
they
like
say they was gonna, they
trippin'.
talking about they was gonna,
Sippin'
she
and
would humble you.
trippin'. Sippin' and trippin'. Sippin' and trippin'. Sippin' and trippin'. Sippin' and trippin'. With Chicago and gin.
Hello, 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 hello,
Hey
hello.
everybody.
How
Hola.
y'all doing?
Fabulous,
How
fabulous.
you doing?
Hold on. Shout
Well,
out
you
to
been
our Auntie
traveling
Wendy.
and whatnot?
Child, I went to my first African wedding. First of all, I did not know my cousin's fiance was African. Let's start there. She's Liberian.
Okay.
Had no idea. Because I mean, she's fully American. So nothing
Mhm.
about her features or her conversation
Mhm.
indicated that she had African heritage, like first, second generation African. So
Okay.
yeah, I thought she was just a regular girl from Minnesota. Uh-uh.
She was a Liberian girl.
Liberian girl.
See that? You ain't even know.
Didn't even know. Didn't
You
even know.
ain't even know.
And even when we got the invitation for the RSV
Mhm.
to RSVP, in the
Mhm.
invitation it indicated that there would be a Liberian ceremony. You think that the bells would have gone off then, but
Okay.
no, it didn't. I was like, oh, okay, they having an African wedding because I'm
You
fully
got the you
American.
got the invitation and everything, and still did not get the
Yeah, because
girl.
we as Americans will oftentimes do African themed weddings. So that's what I
Mhm.
thought it was. Yeah, I didn't know they were
Mhm.
fully Liberian. Got a whole tribe.
Mhm.
It
See
was
there?
beautiful. When I
I
tell
know
you,
it had to be.
it
Cause
was
every time I see African wedding, it just then they did they do the dance for the woman
yeah.
with the biggest behind or something like
Um,
that?
they
Maybe that's
didn't
just
do
one
that,
sector.
but whenever you start hearing those conga drums going,
Mhm.
money was being thrown.
Oh
They were
really?
they were throwing money. Yes,
Girl, I'd be jumping up out my. Do you get to keep the money?
the bride and the groom keep the
Oh,
money.
we'll see now. Well, now you know what? I'm American, but I'm gonna have me a Liberian wedding, so I can have
Look,
money thrown.
well, you have to be actually Liberian. You can
I'm from
marry a
somewhere.
Liberian man. You can marry a Liberian man
I can celebrate my heritage from somewhere.
because they told us they have long money. I was like, okay. And my aunt, I was sitting at the table with my aunt. My aunt looked at me. She was like, "Now you know we need to go to church on Sunday
Girl,
when they
girl,
go to church because they have long
girl.
money, and I'm gonna need you to get in the family." I was like, ah.
Woo! She trying to marry you off.
I said it's different when an American man marries an African woman than when an American woman marries an African man. It's completely different.
She trying to marry you off.
I'm too
What is
headstrong for
really
an African
going on?
man. I
What
really,
is really going on?
okay.
Oh, it's hot up here.
I'm not trying to be Portia Williams. Guabadio.
Look here.
Ah,
The part about that that gets me is, do he got some money or don't
girl. And because he's living the life like he does, but is that on credit? what what's going on here? I don't
he? I
get
don't
it.
understand all the fakery.
I don't get it.
If you ain't
I,
got it, don't come up here pretending like you got what you ain't got, sir.
please don't, because
Don't do that.
eventually the truth will come out. It always comes out.
Thank you.
And don't make
Thank
me
you.
look like a fool when the truth comes out. That's
Right.
the one rule.
Yeah, don't do that.
That's the one rule. Don't make me look like a fool.
Don't do that.
No.
Very
How have you
bad.
been, Sin? How are things with you?
My week is always weekend as it is right now till we finish
It is.
unpacking of the unpacking that we never unpacked. I'm sick of Goodwill. I'm sick of throwing stuff out. I'm sick of picking up stuff. My back think I'm crazy. My back like, do you know how old we are?
Girl.
I know, right? But listen, you all say hello down in the chats so we'll know that you're down there. Um,
Hello,
hey
everybody.
Yolanda. Yolanda, is it Yolanda? Don't I say this every time?
It's Yolanda.
Yolanda, okay.
Yolanda
I just don't like to get
T.
people's names wrong.
T. Jolie,
T Jolie.
like
I hate to get
Angelina
people's names
Jolie.
wrong. 'Cause let me tell you something. When I'm singing, somebody buy a CD, baby,
Uh,
people in their names. Somebody will walk up and say, "My name is Mary." And I go, "Who do I write this to?" To Mary. Okay. To Mary. It's Mari. And I'm like, and I'm supposed to know that because
exactly.
you might want to say that before a person gets to writing.
Right.
That's all I'm saying. If your thing is spelled a little
Hey,
bit
Linda.
different, your mama was creative. Just say your mama was creative. Hey,
Right.
Nikki.
Don't expect me to know the uniqueness of your name if I don't know you.
Linda said they had their money. Who you talking about? The people over in Africa.
Who? Who had their money? Not the Africans I know. It's
You
on
know,
full display.
you know what? That pulls us kind of right into our discussion tonight, which is about money and marriage and relationships.
And it
Women
does.
tend to
Great segue.
feel women tend to feel that they money is their money and your money is our money. Is that
Hmm.
wrong?
It depends on the situation and the setup. For
Mhm.
some people, that philosophy works fine. For
Mhm.
me,
Mhm.
I don't necessarily go into the relationship with that mindset because I don't have a problem spending my money on my guy, but I can't be the first one spending money.
Now, when you said guy, define what that means.
Well, even when we're dating, I don't have a problem paying for a date or buying him gifts. I don't have a problem with that.
Mhm.
I'm not
Mhm.
doing it on a
Mhm.
regular basis where his share of the gifting is minimal and mine outweighs his. I'm not doing that. But I don't have a problem
It's been
sharing.
so long for me that
Hmm.
what I will say is that now I ain't giving nobody no money.
Hmm.
Now that absolutely ain't gonna go down. But I will pay for some food or something. I guess eventually.
Yeah, I'll do that.
Eventually.
Hmm.
Hmm,
Well, I
no
just I
problem
just
there.
won't be giving you any money. Don't hit me up with the hey babe, can you give me $100 for what? You what? Huh? No.
Now, Teacher Lee says I don't want to share my money in love and relationships.
Mm-mm.
So see, what's mine? She said, what's hers is hers,
So
and
T,
what's
you're
yours is hers.
okay. So I understand not sharing your money in love and relationships, but will you buy dinner at times? Will you take him out at times? Will you gift at times?
I could
I,
do
I,
that.
I get I get the transaction of giving money. I understand that, but I just want to make sure that I understand fully that it's just the transactional part that you're not with, because that I
Now what?
understand.
Now what if he need a little loan?
Uh, I'm gonna just have to break it down like Craig's mama did on Friday. I don't feel right giving you any money if since you don't have a job. He said, "Well, if I had a job, I wouldn't need to borrow any money." Exactly.
He said he need a loan.
Alone.
Can
You
you
know,
see me?
I
Can you
I
see
can see
me?
you. I see
Oh, well,
you.
that ain't gonna work then. Okay, well, if he need a loan, girl, I'm going into hiding.
Okay, T said she good on the gift. She'll give a gift.
Cool.
Okay, that's cool.
Yes, a gift.
T.
A gift is nice,
I guess it's
depending on what you
nice.
have given.
Yeah. They need to feel
Depending on
love.
what you have given.
Right, because you can't get anything from an empty tank. If you taking and not giving, then it's gonna look real crazy on your birthday.
Well, why do you think women become like that? Like, I'm not trying to, like, my money is my money, your money is community money.
I think that's something that we've been shown or told for since the beginning. That's what we see sometimes in most of the relationships of the women in our family, where um, the man is the one that's um, giving the financial support, providing the money, and the woman is the benefactor of that transaction. Um,
Hmm.
we probably see for me, my parents split everything. Now I don't know what the percentage of the split was, but they had
Hmm.
joint bank accounts and they had their separate bank accounts. And the joint bank
Okay.
accounts, I think they had three joint bank accounts. One was for the properties, one was for bills, and then another one was for I forgot what the other one was for. And then they had their personal accounts. And that's fine. That's how I grew up. So that's how I understand the business part of marriage. Um, so I don't really have a problem commingling some of my money, but I would never put all of my money into an account with my man. That I would never with my husband. Let me clarify with my husband. I would
See,
never
I
do that.
feel you may get up in the middle of the night and try to run off with all $39.47, and I'm not having it.
If he
You
brought
may
if
get the 39 that was in the account. Oh, but I got 17 stashed away somewhere.
exactly,
I will have something. Now,
exactly.
before I say this part right here, I'm gonna need everybody.
Craig, calm down. Calm down. Calm down. Oh my God. Calm down.
I'm gonna need y'all to calm down before I say this part right here.
Why do I feel like I look like that person with my makeup on? Go ahead.
Hold on, hold on. Let's run it back because I don't know now. Let me see. Let me see. Where it's
Let me
at? Where you at? Look at this.
Craig,
see. Do them all.
calm down. Calm down. Calm down. Oh my God. Calm down.
I look like that on the last panel discussion.
Girl, if you don't go away from me, you gonna put me into a coffin fit. Hold on.
That was the lashes. My bad, Jen. My bad.
I cannot with you. You know my sinuses and things are not ready for all that.
I'll
But I
be
need
fine.
everybody to calm down before I say this part. But
Hold on.
is it
Oh, go.
me? What?
Mm-hmm. No, I was gonna say they were commenting in the
Oh, okay. Let's see.
let's see.
Oh,
Sometimes
she said,
some
"Why I
men.
pulled that tree out? Cause I was in hiding, girl. Don't be. You start talking about money. I got to go and hide. I got to go and
Okay.
hide because
Let me see.
sometimes men, if you give them a crutch, they will limp forever. Girl, you better say that.
And endeavor,
And
endeavor,
I don't want to
hallelujah,
handicap
hallelujah.
nobody.
Never that.
That's not Christian. Who
Not at
I don't
all.
want to do that to my fellow man.
She said, my granny said, keep a little something for yourself.
Hmm.
I agree. I agree with
Hmm.
Granny. Granny always got the good information.
Yolanda said, "No, ma'am." Granny was right. Tisha Lee
Granny
said,
was
"Bye,
right.
redhead." She said, "That does not look like you."
Okay, maybe
She
the
said that.
eyes. Eyes.
Girl, I cannot with you. Okay, let me see. Let me see. We're gonna look and see. Do it look like you? And at the same time, do the setup for what I'm about to say. Hold on.
Craig, calm down. Calm down. Calm down. Oh my God. Calm down.
Calm down.
Okay,
Okay, and I need y'all to.
now he's giving me Cheryl Underwood. So I'm gonna take myself out
Hmm.
the equation. Okay, now what were you about
Hmm.
to
Um. Now we was talking about the 50-50 and what's hers is hers, and
say?
is it me? Wait a minute. Let me see. Do, do white men be doing that? Because I think white people, they don't be tripping on this stuff.
You know why white people don't trip on this? Because they've always had a nice setup. We don't always have that setup. They don't have to worry about finances
Kanita said not too much on her
because the
Sora. Who
men
is that?
go
She talking
in
about you?
understanding.
The assignment.
Uh-uh. Oh,
Hmm?
no, no, no. Her soror is Cheryl Underwood.
Oh, okay. Oh, you said it looked like Cheryl
What's up,
Underwood.
Kanita?
Yeah,
Yeah.
they be understanding the assignment, but they also have the jobs to understand the assignment.
Yeah,
Hmm.
absolutely. And
So now you
and if we're
people of
being
color.
honest,
Hmm.
even not even people of color, because in the Liberian ceremony,
Hmm.
my cousin had to give a diary for the
I'm
wedding,
all
the
for the
Liberian
dowry.
wedding.
We need to bring that back.
Yeah.
I want to bring.
So it's
I want
not.
to bring back the dowry. I need that. I need that. Oh,
Mhm.
wait a minute.
That's
My family had to get a dowry.
no the groom's family. Wait, how does that go?
I've seen it where the groom is shown because they have to prove that they have enough to take care of the girl. Oh, I didn't see it now.
Yeah.
He'll be like, here go
Hold on.
two chickens and one goat. I got a
Yeah.
goat over here for her. I got that for her. I
I
got a
got that
goat for
good
her.
goat and a cow, two cows,
I'll be
one
like,
goat,
Daddy,
two
he
cows.
said he got 5 goats and 3 chickens. He good to go. He good to
Let's do
go.
it. Bring
Hmm.
out the broom.
But yeah, I think that this is a discussion usually I just hear us talking about. Because I think, to be fair, it's stressful on black men to be trying to take care of everything. Now, my father was able to do it, but it's
Hmm.
stressful on black men to be trying to take care of everything. Plus, all the housewife shows done ruined it for everybody because now everybody want to sit at home and go have drinks with their girl and shop all day and buy expensive handbags and things instead of being down to the house cooking and carrying on.
See,
Now
and
that
and
could
the
have took us into
housewives,
what you had put up earlier, but we'll come back to that later.
and it can be a little deceptive because the housewives are getting like how much money per episode.
I could be a housewife.
They can afford to sit at home and do
Baby, I would
nothing.
give it to that. They could bring back what is her name? The one that's a lawyer,
Oh, Phaedra.
allegedly. Baby, I would give it to Phaedra. Phaedra thinks she good at
Well,
throwing shade and whatnot.
she is an entertainment lawyer. I'm gonna give her that because she was Bobby Brown's lawyer. I don't know what she did for Bobby Brown, but yeah.
Stole stuff probably because I don't trust her. I'm sorry. Allegedly, the streets has said. What is it?
Uh,
Let me put that up there. I don't want to
well,
get
I
a.
don't. I don't trust anyone that lied about their pregnancy, saying that they didn't know what month they were due in. I don't know one woman that's had a child that did not know what month they were due. But she was lying because she didn't want to tell her mama that she was fornicating with her fiance
Well, she
before
didn't know. Oh, she. So, but they were his kids though. It's
they
just
were
she
his.
didn't want her.
She did
Phaedra
right.
is so
She
fake.
got pregnant
I mean,
before she got married.
I appreciate all that she's done, but Phaedra, why you gotta be so fake, girl? You know, if you by any chance someday should see
That
this
you,
and this should go viral, don't come on here signifying on me. You the celebrity. I'm supposed to talk about you. Don't talk about us.
hmm
Don't talk about us.
Linda
Some of them can't
said,
afford it. They act like
I
it though. I'm just saying.
Linda had put up in African culture, the
Thus,
man must pay a
Portia's
bride price
husband.
to prove they can take. Hmm.
Yeah. She says
But
some of them can't
we don't
afford it.
know.
They act like it.
Yeah, they do act like it, and that's the
Thus,
problem
Portia's husband.
because you're creating this facade that you can't live up to.
That's Phaedra and her man. Not Phaedra. Portia and her man.
Hmm.
Although I think
Yeah.
Portia might have a couple dollars.
Portia has
Lord
money,
knows she done been with enough folks that's got money.
but what I'll never understand for the life of me is why she quit her good jobs to be with this man. I I don't understand that.
TJ Lee, can you prove that she was 6 months pregnant when she gave birth? Hello? That she wasn't? Can y'all prove it? That
No,
baby, that baby
that's
was a preemie,
that's
was a
okay.
pre-preemie.
Nene saying, now wait a minute now.
He said,
Nene born now.
"Girl, get out of here."
Now you know when you got Nene doing math, you you way off. Nene was doing the math.
Yeah, that baby was full size. That baby weighed what, 13 pounds, 6 ounces?
Wasn't he though?
But what I think is that she was drinking really expensive milk from goats from Africa, you know, and it made the baby fat. Oh, that's my Jamaican accent. It was the goat from Jamaica, you know. The goat make the baby big and fat. The
Hmm.
baby big, the baby big.
Big and fake.
If two plus two is four, yes. See, that's how. See, she was calculating her months times, not plus.
Phaedra was
Time.
doing the she was doing new math. She was doing new math.
Right,
Hmm.
right. She
That's
was
why.
counting seasons.
Like Sheree,
I got
September,
pregnant in the summertime.
spring, summer,
The
September.
baby grew in the wintertime. He come in the spring. He come right at the beginning of spring. So it don't
Oh,
matter if it was the beginning of spring. She don't need to count the 3 months of spring. Just
oh,
as long as it was in spring,
in
she can
spring.
claim the spring cycle. Do you follow what I'm saying here? She's giving you the full month of winter. Uh, no wait,
Winter,
fall,
winter, spring,
winter, and
spring.
she's claiming the month of spring. See, the month of the season of spring,
Because it's only
because the
4 months
baby
in a
made
year.
it in here at the beginning of spring.
It's
So
4 months.
therefore, 333. See,
It's
that's
four months
nine
in a
months, ain't
year.
it? Ain't that 9 months?
Based on Phaedra's math, it's 4 months
Y'all
in a
got to
year.
learn how to count like Phaedra.
4 months in a year.
Three times three is nine. She had 3 seasons. That baby was in there.
Go on to the next topic.
3 seasons.
Uh,
Excuse me. I got you, Phaedra. I got you, girl. Just get me to do your math for you. I get it the math for you. Okay.
Phaedra's
Okay,
Ben is the
so
only one that got you.
there you go. Now in Yatu, who is also Pound Hitch, when you want to look for his hashtag, Pound Hitch, HITCH, he
Okay.
had put on the page for discussion this week, what has the most influence on a man's decisions to pay all the bills? Now, some of the things he gave was, is it how he's been raised or mentored? Is it his financial status? Is it how he feels or values the woman he's with? Is it like social norms, social media influence that causes him to do it, or access or lack thereof to the woman he really desires? So, what has the most influence on a man's desire to pay all the bills?
I think if I'm so the only thing that I have to go off of is my father and my brother. And my father was the one that would pay the bills. Well, like I said, my mother and my father commingled, but I'm sure my father paid the brunt of the bulk of the bills because I think he made more than my mother. But for him, I think it was instilled in him from his father to take care of the family, to provide, and
Hmm.
in that providing, you just do. In if we're doing gender roles, you just do what is understood that a man does.
Hmm.
My brother has that same philosophy.
Hmm.
So it's it's in my family. It's just something that was taught, something we saw, something that we do. So if my brother does it, it's my expectation.
So you think your brother's influence to do it was because he was raised and saw your dad do it?
Hmm.
But what do you
Yeah.
think has the most influence on these men now? Because according to everybody, ain't none of us got no daddies. Folks of color, y'all ain't got no pappies.
Well, I mean, the opposite can be true. Even if you had your father in the household and you didn't see him making that effort, then that would be your that would probably be the basis of your understanding that I don't have to do that. My dad didn't do it. I didn't see my father doing that. So I don't understand why you expect me to do it. And they're not wrong in what they're thinking because that's all they know.
Hmm.
But then you need to find somebody that can go along with that thought process.
Hmm. Yolanda says, I think it's how he raised that plays a big part.
Absolutely.
Yeah, I agree with that.
Absolutely.
But also, it depends on that woman. I think it takes the right woman and the right set of financial circumstances too to be able to do it. Because I've seen men working it out at McDonald's and working two and three jobs just to keep their woman. Um, well, he's still
Yeah,
the breadwinner because he still wants to be, you know. But
absolutely.
nah. If you make a lot of money, sir, ain't no need me be out here windmilling in these streets. Streets, I'm sorry.
Okay.
Ain't no need in me
Look,
to be out here windmilling in these streets.
I have a coworker who took on an extra job so that she could afford to send one or two of her children to school or do some after school stuff.
Hmm.
But she's married. And I
Hmm.
was like, "You took on another job?" I didn't know. I didn't have a heart to ask her what was her husband doing because that wasn't my business. I was like, "You took on another job?"
Wait, she had two jobs and he had one?
Yes. I
Where
didn't
they do that at?
understand. I didn't understand because I am of the Rochelle on everybody hates Chris philosophy. My husband got three jobs. I don't need this job and quit.
You like the mama on Everybody Hates Chris.
Yeah,
My husband got
he got
two jobs because she knows
Ro-
she could quit a job in 2.3 seconds
Rochelle. Yes,
and go
ma'am.
home and eat.
That
Oh,
was
that's
me,
oh, was that her name, Rochelle?
Rochelle.
Oh, okay, I got you. I got you. Yeah, cause she'd be like go home and eat her turtle candy. Okay.
Okay, and bonbons
Mm-mm, mm-mm,
because I don't
mm-mm.
understand.
But do you think
Yeah,
that social media or the influence of what he hears other men talk about may affect what men think because of the
I
lack of
think it.
having a father?
I
Could
think it
affect some the
could
way some of these men are thinking.
because I think that's how a lot of
Why you
these.
think why you
Can you
think
hear
Kevin
me?
Samuels thought the way he did?
I was just about to say that. That's
Okay,
exactly
go
what I
ahead.
was about to say.
Hmm.
I think that's how all of these Kevin Samuelites have come about because he was speaking a language that they understood, something that they had never heard, things that they had never been taught,
Hmm.
and it resonated, but it resonated wrong. like, like, no, come back, come back to the light. You walking into the darkness. Come back to the light. Now listen. Now, honestly, there were some things that Kevin Samuel said that I can understand or can see some truth behind, but it was his execution that just bothered me most of the time. It was the
First of
execution.
all, and don't you people that love Kevin Samuels be coming in for me because I comes right back down in the comment section. I don't want to see you in person or nothing like that, but I will say some stuff online. Kevin Samuels wasn't fine enough to be talking like you. You too skinny.
He wasn't fine enough. He wasn't big enough, and apparently his heart wasn't strong enough. Lord help me. I'm sorry.
Wait a minute. Wait a minute. You know what this is? You know what
What's
this is?
that? What's that?
This the breastplate of righteousness. I'm just trying to get behind it, Lord. That was Sharice that said that. That was not me protecting me from the lightning, Lord. Sharice, Sharice said that, not me. You
Wait,
come for her, don't come for me. I'm gonna hide behind
hold on.
the
These things
breastplate of
turning into two fights.
righteousness, because you ain't about to be. Wait a minute, you ain't about to be got me in trouble with you. I'm sorry.
I'm just speaking the truth. His
All I
heart
said. All I said was that he wasn't big enough.
and his heart wasn't strong enough.
Okay,
How he died
breastplate.
on
I
top
think
of
I
me.
better wear this for a little while because I might need it.
What the paramedic asked that girl when she called 911? How he died? On top of me.
Lord, and I'm gonna put it right on my chest, Lord. The
Hold
breastplate.
on. Shut up, Jen.
Girl, you
She
got to be playing with you.
she said his turtleneck was too tight. It distracted. It distorted some of his thinking. I
That might be true. That might be
agree.
true. But he was
His
just
tur-
too.
his turtleneck, his blazer, and his
Excuse
pants.
me.
His turtleneck, his blazer, and his pants were too tight.
Sometimes people, when they get in a little position of power, and I hope we won't be like that, when we blow up on the intranet.
Cause you know we will.
And it's coming soon at a theater near you. But what I'm saying is,
Hallelujah.
sometimes when people finally get in a little position, they just, sit up there. And I tell you something else. Uh, you women who, this and that, you ain't, to him, a
Well,
fat lady couldn't have a man. And they got all the men.
they could have a man. They couldn't have a high valued man.
They got them too.
Oh, I know. I know.
They got them too.
Hmm.
Now, Kanita, let me put this up here for you now. Where it says, allegedly, somebody had said, not us. Okay, now we're going to go back to your comment now.
Whew. I ain't saying you're wrong. I'm with you when you're right. That's that's
I'm
one
going
of
to
my
let that
phrases.
stand on its own.
That's a
He
Kanita-ism.
telling me is to look for fit women, and he expired in a big pot of yams.
And turkey thighs. But them thighs was thick. Turkey thighs. No, ham. Two big old hams.
Lord, pass me over.
On, on
Now
top of me.
this time, Lord, this was Tija Lee. Tijo Lee said that, not me, Lord. All right. Okay. Y'all doing
Look,
too
Linda said, I
much.
ain't saying she wrong either. Hold on, let me highlight Linda.
Cousin, don't get in this. Don't get in this. Don't attach yourself to this, 'cause we in the same family. We both got big eyes. The Lord may mistake you for me. Don't do it. Don't do it.
Oh,
Don't do it.
wait. Child.
Wait a minute.
But what did anybody else have a comment about what has the most influence on a man's desire or lack of desire to pay all of the bills? Anybody else have anything to add to that?
You
Are
ain't the
we
one he
all of
want to
the
pay him
belief
for.
or understanding that?
She ain't the one he want to pay
What you
him
say?
for. She ain't the one he want to pay him for.
That can be very factual. Indeed.
Mm-hmm. Because if he want to do it, he'll do.
Indeed.
Now, I don't want
Now
nobody to
that's a
be no
fact.
little worker bee, work himself to death. But I'm just saying, I got tired of Kevin Samuel talking about
Hmm.
chunky folks and Big Shirley and whatnot. I ain't like that.
And being over a certain age and still single.
What was the
Sir, so are
age?
you. I want to say it
Hold
was like
on,
over
because I
30.
feel it coming. You said being over a certain age, what?
Over, I want to say like 35, over 35. If you're over 35 and single, you have kids, you're not a high value
Mm-hmm.
woman. No matter what you
Mm-hmm.
make, you're
Mm-hmm.
not a high value woman.
Now that's all you saying?
I disagree.
That's all you
I
saying?
respectfully
It
disagree.
sound like you about to say something I need my
Yes,
breastplate for. Okay.
because he was the same person in a man's body. He was over 35. If you put that breastplate down, you could breathe
Uh-uh.
and,
I'd rather
and put it
just
on your breast,
suffocate
not
and
your face.
cough myself out of here before I should let the Lord smote me. I will not be smoted. Let's see what
Oh,
somebody
man.
up here say. Mm-hmm.
When a man really loves a woman, he wants to provide for and protect her. I
Loves
agree.
a
I
woman.
agree.
He will pay the bill.
He said some men just take pride in flexing like he's got it too. Like, let's be real. They like to peacock when they can't. Baby, it's the peacocking
Like Portia
season.
husband.
Yes.
You know what? Don't come
Hmm.
in here and snatch the Mercedes Benz and the Rolls Royce right up from under my foot because you ain't paid no bill. You went down and leasing
But
them
see,
ain't paid no bill, then they come get it.
Portia's peacocking husband is missing feathers in his spread. His feathers missing. Like when you go into those areas and people have them crunchy
So you say he
blinds.
looked like a peacock at the black
That's
zoo, not at the. They got a discount peacock.
at,
I'm sorry.
at, at the
I'm
soul
sorry.
circus.
I'm
Soul
sorry,
circus.
Lord. See how this bad
Universe soul.
association. See how
Oh,
this has affected me, Lord.
uh,
I'm sorry.
now who need a breastplate?
Look here. Look here.
Because he was he was
Then she said, going to the corner. Yeah, go. You know what? That's a good one we gonna get. We gonna get a thing talking about going to the corner. Go to the corner.
go to the corner.
Go to the corner.
Get in the corner.
Get in the corner and stay. Girl,
Go on now,
put
get
your
it.
hand up. Put
Go
your
on
hand up there. Put your hand up there, baby. You stop that. Put it up there. Put it. You
Oh
stop
wait.
that. You gonna get a spank and go to the corner. Time out.
Oh wait, Jesus. All right, y'all. Let's go on and get on over to this next topic.
All right. Okay, this one was on the
Courtesy
page
of
this week
Hillary.
from your courtesy of Kennedy Smith. You
Mm-hmm.
got it?
I'll do it. The
Okay.
question is, why aren't men approaching, pursuing, or committing to women these days?
Ah, girl.
What say you?
Let
What say
somebody
you,
else
G?
do it. Which y'all you okay, why aren't men girl, they don't have to, number one. Women chasing them down, number two.
Say that. Say that part.
They too distracted by you know what, you sitting up trying to talk to him and he getting a message from somebody right now. Ding. I could go on
Yep.
and on. I'm just exhausted by it. They just have turned into a bunch of cowards. They rather sit up and argue with you on the internet than just say, I think you're nice. You know,
Yeah.
can I get to know you? You know, remember when somebody would get a number and go home and couldn't wait to call the person and talk to them, and you'd have to think about what your conversation was gonna be, and remember when answering machines started off do 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 do. Hi, this is Jen. Sorry that I'm not available right now, but leave a message. Yes. Or you call him and say, hi, you reached Ken. Leave me a message. I'll call you back. We need to get back to that.
Woo. Yes, indeed. Yes,
Life
indeed.
ain't been the same since caller ID.
I blame technology.
I do
Technology has
too,
messed up relationships.
all the way.
Indeed.
You can't call and hang up on nobody anonymously.
No, you
You
can't
can't
even,
check to see if he
even
on the phone and how long he been on there.
and even if you on the phone with him and he made you mad, you can't slam the phone down and let him know how
Now
pissed
that
off you are.
Now that is the
Bam.
thing that we really need to bring back. That's why people take their phones and throw them because they can't hang them up no more. I was telling my
You
niece
know
about
what?
that. She was like,
I
"What?"
need a we need an app where when you're on a call and you want to slam the phone down, the app will make that sound.
I have been saying this for years, and people keep looking at me like, "What?" I'm like, "I'm trying to tell you. If you had a button that you was mad and you could push, and it was gonna make that sound, baby, you'd be pushing that
Click.
button."
Cause
Because I missed that a good slam down on the phone. We need that.
even now we have soft close drawers. I want to slam my drawer. I want to slam my cabinet door. But no,
Girl, don't bring those soft clothes draw up
it's
in
a
here.
soft close. I can't slam my drawers. It's a soft close. It's a stopping. Ease on that. No,
No,
slam.
you messing up the whole thing.
Okay.
Messing up the whole thing.
Can't
But
even
no,
be
I just
mad
think,
right.
mm-mm. But I just think this whole, just what happened to that? Just take your chances and saunter on over there and say, "Hi, my name is such and so. How you doing?" Take your chances and going on over there. Have you women really been that rude to them that they scared to come over and say something? But now they get dressed up and you come say something to them.
Yep. Yolanda said they don't need to approach a woman because they already have 10.
Wait, hold on. She said, and want 12. How many on the football
Okay.
team?
Uh, Let's do basketball. I know basketball. It's 10 on the team.
It's 10 on the
Five.
basketball team.
Five on the first on the starters, and then it's five on the bench. Yeah, five. I
That's
mean
the whole
10.
team. It's only 10. It ain't no more sitting in reserve.
Uh, 10.
Well, that's the whole problem. They want a lead, not a basketball team. They want a whole lead.
They want a squad, a
And they're
football
talking to
squad.
you crazy. You like, something just don't seem right. It can't never seem to reach you. I
They
be
want a
busy.
roster. They want you to be on the roster.
I be hating for somebody to come ask me, what you think? Well, what happened, girl? I had called him and he asked, is it Friday you didn't hear from him? Yeah. Saturday you didn't hear from him? Yeah. Sunday you didn't hear from him? Yeah. But Monday morning, bright early, you did. Yeah. You say he can
I'm
only
gonna
talk
take
on the phone in the car, but he got to get off before he walk in the door.
I'm gonna take a shot in the dark, sis. He don't want he don't want you.
Let me think about it.
He don't want you.
I
Cause
think he got somebody, girl.
let me tell you something. If I'm not the Friday night date or the Saturday night date, I will not be the Sunday morning date or the Sunday afternoon date.
If ain't nobody asked you out on Wednesday for the weekend,
Hello. And I'm telling you, as soon as I got unlimited minutes, ain't 9 minute been spent on
now,
getting called.
somebody just inboxed me and said the reason, and this was a guy. He said the
Okay.
reason why men aren't approaching women is because ain't nobody interested or interesting.
I can see that.
So you mean tell me out of all these women out here, nobody is interested or interested? Now that's what I saw on. I hope I'm not misreading what it said because it just popped up right quick. Because you should put your comments on the um go to
You
go to YouTube and put your
YouTube.
comments there so we can see them there. Because otherwise it's just popping up in my messenger.
Okay.
Looks like he has
I
some other stuff up here, but I can't see it. He said ain't nobody interested or interested.
I
But you
can
got to come
that,
to YouTube and make those comments so that we can see them.
let me tell you why I think they're not interested.
Mhm.
It's almost like I'm gonna just say it, porn.
Mhm.
When you
Mhm.
watch
Wait, excuse me. Who? What?
why your eyes buck when I
It's like
say
what?
porn?
How you spell that? What is that?
As they say,
Wait, it's like what?
at corn, corn, corn.
Okay, what is that? Let me see.
When you watch certain things for so
Okay,
long,
hold on.
you become desensitized.
Hold
And
on.
I think when it comes to men, Jen, I'm not going to play with you.
Wait, hold on. Let me see.
You you know I'm over 50. Let me get my thought out before I forget. Dag nabbit. Y'all, cause I'll get Jen. Matter of fact, hold on. I'm gonna get her myself.
I wouldn't know anything about that, but go ahead. Go ahead. I'm
I'm
sorry.
finna
Go ahead.
gather
I
her.
had to look it up because I'd never heard that. Go ahead.
But they you get desensitized when you watch certain
Mhm,
things.
mhm,
And I think with men, because
mhm.
a lot of women are so readily accessible and available to them, then women who could possibly be interesting, that they could actually be interested in, they're not interested in them because why?
So you're saying that people are overstimulated?
Absolutely.
I believe I
Yep.
saw that word.
Hmm.
Oh wow! You learn a new word every day.
Overstimulated.
You learn a new word every day.
Your sensories are on high alert.
Not all of us know about
Let's
everything. Not
let's
all of
see.
us know about everything.
What are the
I have to
comments
look
say?
that up. I have to look that word up. It's my word of the day. Word of the
Overstimulated
day.
because they are given too many passes and not being held accountable. Women are settling just okay. That was the initial. I want to make some noise.
Mm. She
We don't
probably had to look the word up too. Teacher Nay,
we
you
don't
probably had to look the word up too.
we don't humble them enough.
Mm.
I can see that. Um, lies he telling. Oh, she's Yolanda's talking about the commenter.
Mm.
Bruh is traveling in the wrong circles. I can see that too, Linda.
Mm.
TV said, I don't know what he's talking about. I'm a sarcastic ray of sunshine. Ah! You know what, T? That is probably the best explanation of you. Yes, you
A
are.
sarcastic ray of sunshine.
Yes, she is.
She's got personality. She's got personality.
I love that. I'm gonna get you a
Yes.
T-shirt that says that.
She's got personality.
Yes, she does.
Yeah, but I don't know. I think there is a discussion. I just thought about it. I think there's some kind of discussion box on Facebook too. Why that's popping up? Those comments are
Oh,
popping up. I just realized that. I think it opened up a discussion box for the show, and that's why he's commenting there. Okay, but I've realized that now. But I'll try to leave this up here so I can see it when it pops up.
I'm going on Facebook. I'll check.
Okay,
What?
so why do you all think that, Tara? I mean, you can leave it up because I another place for it to pop up. But um, so why do you all? Let's see, bruh's traveling in the wrong. Okay,
Oh yeah, they
lies
having
he's
a whole
telling. Ooh,
conversation on Facebook.
Yolanda said lies you are telling. She said that she know. Look, let me tell you something. I know I'm a good lady. I know this. This I know. I don't steal no more.
You couldn't even get it out
I stopped lying.
until tonight.
I'm learning how to cook. Where you gonna find better than this? Okay, I'm chunky. I'm a good kid, you know. But I'm just saying.
You
I think too what keeps
you
people from a
cushy, you cushy, cushy.
all that. Okay. But I think too what keeps people from crossing over and approaching who they want is making up their minds what they think about somebody. Um,
Hmm.
I would be remiss if I didn't stop to say we got a 12 whole people watching us on YouTube. We ain't never had that before. Look at us! Yeah! We got 12 bitches. Yes! Yes, 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 yes. Call some more people here and tell them come watch because we ain't done yet. Okay, but
We
anyway,
ain't done.
I think too what causes people from stepping over to who they want to holler at
Hmm.
is that you make too many presumptions about what you think that person is going to be like. Like I keep saying, people think I'm mean. I am not mean. I just look mean, but I'm not mean, and I'm funny. Come around where I'm at, we're gonna be laughing and carrying on because I'd rather be laughing than arguing. And even if I'm arguing, I want to be arguing with them in a way that's comical.
Yeah,
Like I don't want to really be arguing.
right.
Hmm.
I'm with you.
Yes, yes, indeed.
Your niece in Facebook says she never had a problem. Men are still committing and pursuing women. Why do they keep putting that narrative out there? And they are.
I don't know. Stop being scared. Just go on and say something.
Right.
Say something. Just go on and say something. Be like, how you doing?
Get some gumption. Put some gumption in your system.
So do you be approaching people, Sharice?
So let me tell you what I do. I will dribble the ball. I'll dribble. I'll be Angel
And
Reese on the
exactly what does
court.
that mean? Because we don't know. Spell it out for us.
I'm about to show it to. I'm about to tell you.
Mhm.
I'll
Mhm.
dribble. So
Okay.
I'll light flirt with you.
Mhm.
I'll throw a compliment your way.
Mhm.
If I don't get a compliment back, I'm gonna act like you didn't hear me. I might give you one more. If you don't respond in kind, I'm done. But if you respond in kind, then I'm gonna keep flirting with you. I'm dribbling my ball.
So you'll compliment.
I'll
Like, I
compliment.
like your shoes. You know, you look nice today.
You look nice today. Well, but sometimes I do that with people in general. So if you look nice, I will say you look nice, but I may not necessarily be flirting. But if I am
Mhm.
flirting with you, it's something about an actual flirt get to get somewhere with it where that's what they're doing. If you're not so obtuse,
Mhm.
um, um, but I'll dribble and then I will pass you the ball. It's your business to shoot. I'm not gonna shoot. I'm gonna let you shoot. But I will approach. I have approached. I'll speak. I'll
I
look.
haven't. I haven't in a long time.
I mean, it's trust me, it's been a while.
But this
hmm
fall,
hmm Well, I told you we need to go
I'm gonna be
out.
shooting a shot.
It's so many restaurants that we need to check out in Chicago
You mean
and
funerals?
Hero.
That's what men be at. They be at funerals.
Girl, I ain't going to no funeral. Stop
They
playing with
be
me.
at funerals. Men come out in
I
droves at
did.
funerals.
How about I did flirt with somebody at a funeral? He was part of the funeral service people,
Mhm. Mhm.
the funeral home.
So you know he working.
He working. He was working.
Mhm.
And I saw him at my church. So I knew that he wasn't. Well, what I was trying to figure out is, was he with the family? Because the family belonged to my church, but you don't always know all of the family members. So I'm like,
Mhm.
is he family? Then I realized he
Mhm.
wasn't
Mhm.
family. He was
Mhm.
working with the funeral home. So
Mhm.
I was watching him. I'm paying attention to him. I had to sing a solo. I was done with my solo, and it was time for me to leave. So
Mhm.
when I left out, he was he had walked out. My church, we have a vestibule. So he
Mhm.
was in the vestibule, and when I walked out, I spoke, and he spoke back. So I walked outside. He came outside and stood outside on the stairs. And I looked. I was in my car, and I was like, I should take him one of my business cards. So that's what I did. I
Mhm.
got my business card,
Mhm.
went back in the church. He was still in the vestibule, and I handed him my card. I said, you should give that number a call. And he looked at me, and I looked back at him, and I said, "You have a good day." And I walked out, and he called me.
Oh, and the rest is history.
Yeah, it didn't work out.
Oh, well, this fall. Let me turn to
Mhm.
see what I see. See what I see. What I see. What I see. See what go on. All right, y'all. Let's get on to this next topic.
Number 4,
Who was this one submitted by?
Chicago Red.
What girl? What you had said?
I had said, well, I had made a post. Are modern women ready to be wives?
Modern women.
Modern. hmm
I think that they have redefined the role of what a wife is. The modern women.
Okay, break that down.
Well, like I said, it seems that being a wife these days means what they see on the housewives of pick a city,
hmm
And you said allegedly somebody has said not us.
Oh
It
no, that
seems
that was
that
still up from the last time.
oh okay. It seems that being a wife now is not, like I'm telling you, what you mean cook? I ain't got time to be running no errands for you. Where you taking me to eat tonight? And paying all the bills. They want to still be independent and single, though married. And I don't know. It just seems like it's about the wedding now. Something like I don't know if people really want to be married no more. People, I don't want to be understanding. I don't be understanding.
I think for me, this kind of resonates for me because I'm in a space now where I don't know that I see a need for marriage because
Hmm.
if I'm getting into marriage for what I understood it to be as a kid, it's for a
Hmm.
man and a woman to get together, have babies, create a foundation, maybe build some businesses and do those types of things and grow old together. Well,
Hmm.
I'm almost to old now, so I don't need to grow old with anybody at this point. I'm kind of set in my
What?
ways. I'm set in my ways.
But
I
why do
believe.
you want to be set in your ways? What's the benefit in that?
I'm 53.
And
My ways have worked for me.
to be alone.
You saying that like it's a problem? I don't see the problem.
Well, now.
I If someone were to come into my life and they presented a package where I felt I needed to make adjustments, I would make those adjustments. But until that person presents themselves, I can only be who I was created to be, and that is who I am right now.
Okay, well,
I,
see, I think I was really made to be with somebody. I need a partner, a
I thought
companion,
I
someone
thought
to
I
build
was
life
too.
experiences with, and somebody to
I,
kill the bugs and go see who at the door is late at night and run to the store and get me something and argue with sometimes, but not for real, and all of that. Now we do have a male talking, then said something that did it, said.
hmm,
I put somebody that's a male had a comment up here.
he said, I'm a male, I'm friendly, but dating means I think we have things in common and possibly on the same page. I'm observant first before I make a decision to date.
That's
Fair
good.
enough. Yeah.
But what you be saying when you come say something though?
Hey there, girl.
And what is it you be observing? That's what we need
Hey
to
there,
know.
girl.
We need to know what it is you observing so we know what to pay attention to.
Pay attention.
Pay attention to, yes.
Yes, indeed.
No,
Yes,
yeah.
indeed.
But yeah, I still would like a companion and someone to build life experiences with. I need somebody that's everything that I'm not. Like he's more brave than me in some areas and challenges me to want to do some things, make me feel like I'm superwoman, pump me up. I'd be like, I can do it. You know, so and a breakfast partner, that's very important.
No, I don't. I'm not saying that I
Dinner and
don't
breakfast
desire
partner.
that. I'm not saying that I don't desire that. But what I don't feel I need to do is completely change who I am to have that. That's all I'm saying.
Mhm. Mhm. Mhm.
Now that I'm in my 70s. Hold, Linda, wait a minute. Hold the presses. You in your 70s?
It's hard to believe.
Girl, Linda look good.
I knew.
I was thinking mid to late 50s, honestly.
Mhm. Mhm.
Girl, shut your mouth. I'm gonna need a drink. Go on with the rest of the show, Jen.
You said just go on, just go on, just go on. Well, for the men that are not approaching the women, we say, come on out here and approach, especially if it's me. Say a little something.
You know what? Because honestly, even when I'm approached, I'm not. Okay. I'm trying to say a whole lot of things at one time, so let me get on one thought. I understand that it's hard for men sometimes to approach women because some women can be very ruthless in the way that they say no. Like
True.
they give this they speak as though the man has the audacity to talk to them. And although I do understand sometimes you look at them like, do you see me? And but I would never make a man feel bad about approaching me. I'm
Mhm.
friendly. I speak. If they give me a compliment, I appreciate the compliment. If a man holds a door for me, I'm grateful. I'll say chivalry is not dead. Thank you very much, sir.
Yeah.
I'm always polite,
Mhm.
but I feel like a lot of men have had so many bad experiences when it comes to approaching women that they
Mhm.
just choose to just not, and that can be problematic for women like us who would like for you to approach us. Like, hello,
Yeah.
I
Say a
did
little
all of this
something.
for
Say
you.
a little something.
I did all of this for me and you.
Mhm.
I need to know that you
Yeah.
like it because I like it. Do you like?
Mhm.
Yeah.
So we're saying as a public service announcement, take a chance. Say a little something.
In the arms of the angel.
Girl. Oh, now we covered Kennery's question. Why are men not approaching committing to women? Right?
Did we do that? Yeah, yeah. Because
Yeah.
we
It
went
seemed
on.
like that's when Dana said, "Ain't nobody interested or interesting."
Yeah.
Okay, so we got that one. And so Anthony Seals, who happens to be my cousin and recovering from a really
You missed.
bad accident,
You
and he's very
you
active on the So What You Think page. So we wanted to snatch one of his topics.
you missed one.
Which one did I miss?
Will.
You
I mean, we could go to
know
Anthony and
what?
go
It's at
back.
the bottom of my page, so I won't forget it.
Okay.
Okay, so the real reason men are walking away, they said it's not weight, it's not wrinkles, it's not because they done been with you too many years. The clip that he put up on the page said that when men get tired of not feeling seen or appreciated, that's when a man usually will walk away. That's usually what makes them walk away. It's
I
not because you
understand.
got old. It's not because he can't take the way you look now because you don't look like this no more. You know,
Hmm.
your face is not snatched anymore. He said it's not that. You still Men really do have the capability to love you for who you are.
Hmm.
If he loved you for who you were in the beginning, anyway.
Right.
See, that's the problem with being a trophy wife.
Because you got to keep
Baby,
that
when the
trophy
trophy
polished.
ain't trophying no more.
You
See, in
got to
this
keep
case,
that
you
trophy
already know.
polished.
You already know. I'm coming with my weight gonna fluctuate sometime. You
My
already
hair,
know.
my hair is gray. I got dark circles under my eyes. I got
Hmm.
dry patches right here. I
Cause
got
I ain't
bumps
showing up
here.
nobody but me. I ain't showing up nobody but me. So if you gonna
Nobody.
have to like me to begin with. I'm sorry.
Okay.
You know. But that's the problem with being a trophy wife because when the trophy is not shiny no more, ooh, child.
Put it back on the shelf.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. So Anthony, I don't know if you're on. Is Anthony on watching us, Linda? Let me know. But this was a good one that he had put out. Just to make that statement that men want to feel support too, and when they
Hmm.
start to feel like they're not being supported, they're not being seen, they're not being heard, and that's usually when he'll wander off somewhere else. Because baby, the clean up woman is a woman who
Well, see, that's
gets
why I
on
think
up these days.
in my relationship going forward, I always said that I would have a check-in day with my.
Did you say going forward? Is there someone we should know about? I'm sorry. Go ahead.
No, I'm saying going forward in my relationships, when I have a significant other, I want us to
Mhm.
have a check-in day. Like this is our
Mhm.
day
Mhm.
to sit down and have a
Mhm.
conversation about where we
Mhm.
are,
Mhm.
checking the temperature, making sure that
Cause we ain't
what
forgot.
you know what.
We ain't forgot.
That was girls' night out.
We
It's
ain't
still a
forgot.
date. It's still a
Did
date.
y'all see that? Let me put it back up there so y'all can see it.
And did.
Mhm. Mhm. We ain't forgot. Sharice is sneaking around doing stuff.
Child, please.
But don't y'all worry about it. So what you think after Doc sipping and tripping is on the job.
Let me tell you something. Chicago Red paid for that date, so it wasn't what you think.
Uh-oh. Mm-mm.
Yeah, it was with me and my girl.
Mm-mm. Let me see.
But but yeah, I think you should have a check in.
Okay.
I think I mean That way you're never so disconnected, or that time has not gone by where you all haven't checked in on each other. I think in relationships we take for granted that you still need to ask certain questions. We just assume that everything is okay because ignorance
They
is
still
bliss.
there.
Yeah, exactly. Ignorance is bliss. No news is good news.
I'm there by
That's
me though.
that's not
I
always the
don't.
case.
You can get out my yard. I don't need no help over here from the peanut gallery. This my section of the beach. Don't come over here trying to get no sand. I need all my sand over here.
That's right.
I'm not jealous, baby. I'm a bad biting dog when you over at my yard. Don't come over here.
Mhm.
I don't need your help, girl. I don't need your help. I don't need your help. If he needs somebody to talk to, I'll talk to him. If he's sad, I'll unsad him. If he's hungry, I feed him. I
What
don't
you think?
need you now.
Right.
I can wash out 44 pairs of socks and have them hanging on the line.
Dun, 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 dun.
Cause I'm a woman.
I just
WOMA. I don't
dun,
need
dun,
your help.
dun, dun. Say it again.
I can rub and scrub this old house and have it shining like a brand new dime.
Dun, dun,
Wash
dun,
the
dun.
car, feed the baby, powder my face at the same time.
Dun,
Jump up
dun, dun,
at
dun.
5, go, what you said, lay down at 5, jump up at 10, and start all over again. I forgot the words, but I don't need your help, girl. Stay from over here now.
Mhm. Go on. Get in the corner.
I call my cousin, them don't do it.
Uh-oh.
Oh, I thought somebody else had said something there. I can't see who that was. Okay, so Chicago Red, we had
Hmm.
yours down. Okay, we did yours, so I can cross that
Yeah.
one out. Okay, so the one that Will Howard had submitted was this man's ex-girlfriend had passed away. And in the video, he was at home sad, and his girl came in and she was like, "What's wrong with you?" And he was like, "My ex-girlfriend died." And she was like, "And why you looking like that for?" Because they was getting ready supposed to go eat. He was like, "I don't feel like going." She was like, "What they got to do with me?" He was like, "A friend of mine died." She was like, "She gone,
And you can
and I'm
go where
hungry.
she
I'm still
is.
here."
And you can go where she is if you're
Now,
gonna be looking
honestly,
like that.
even though she gone and she ain't no threat no more,
Hmm.
would you have a problem with your ex grieving somebody? Anthony's here, okay. Would you have a problem with that? Right in your face. Let me
No.
reenact it for you. So you come home and he like, and you like, what's wrong? He like, man, I got a message today that my ex girlfriend died, and it just hit me hard.
You want me to respond?
What is your response?
Now, this wasn't the last ex, was it?
Let's say it is.
Oh, babe, I'm so sorry that your ex passed. I know that you all had a pretty decent friendship before I came around.
And
Because a Pisces is always gonna make sure you remember.
that's it.
I mean, he's grieving. I don't.
What
Nobody
is
ever
he
taught.
grieving about?
He grieving about the loss.
Let me tell you what I feel like.
What?
I feel like I feel like a puppy minding my business in my own yard.
Hmm.
And here you come dragging this old puppy toy in my house for me to play with. What we doing? Get your grieving done before I get to the house. You want me to sit down here and cry with you? We cry, we cry together.
And
No,
then we
I
made
mean, I
love.
know you're gonna grieve because somebody gone.
Mhm.
Let me cover myself while I say, I know you're gonna grieve because somebody gone. But please, don't do too much. Now,
Look,
what if it's his
don't
ex-wife though?
don't let your grieving be more drastic than your grieving when something happened to me.
Because I had a
Like
headache just yesterday. You didn't seem to have this much care about it. I didn't see no tears for that.
nothing, not a tear, not a drop.
Okay, here go what somebody said. She's a friend, period. This is a man talking now. She's a friend, period. If he can't grieve a friend, how can he have empathy for you? Okay, so I tell you what that did it. When I bust up in here crying about my ex, because you know men are more territorial than anybody I know.
And
So if I can sit in here and you come home and what's wrong? Larry, you gonna hug me? You gonna console me?
nah,
What happened? Larry died. You talking about Larry, your ex? Yes. Why are you crying? I don't know. I'm just so. Oh, baby, we still going out to eat? No, I don't feel like eating anymore. I just want to stay home and cry about Larry.
well, I'm finna go out with Beverly. Since you in grieving mode, I'm gonna go out with Beverly. And
No, in all seriousness, I do know that people can still care about people that they broke up with because love is love. Does love really ever disappear? No.
Mhm.
But don't do too much. That's all I'm saying.
Yeah,
Don't
don't let your
do too much.
grieving may endure for a night, but
I give you 24 hours to do
joy
it in front of me.
comes in the morning. And in the
Oh, when the
morning,
morning come,
I'm gonna need this
it'll be all over in the morning.
in the morning.
Yeah, yeah. Don't do too much. Cause I really think even with men, you know, he ain't about to do no 4 5 days of Larry gone, girl.
Right.
And
I
that's
mean,
why I ain't cook.
I have exes
And
that
that's
I
why I
feel
didn't go
bad
pick up
about,
your
but
cleaning.
I don't know that I'd be
And that's
crying.
why I ain't cleaned up nothing. And that's why I've been in bed for 3 days. Cause Larry gone.
Mm-mm.
What next? You gonna go down to the funeral? Now, can he go to the funeral?
He
Can he
go.
go to the funeral? To the funeral?
He can go to the funeral. I mean, she
Can he
goes.
cry and cut up down there?
Go do all of that. Be with the family. Talk about all the times you whatever y'all did. Go do all of that with them.
That
That's
did it.
fine.
You don't have to hide it. You don't have to lie. Just don't do too much. And you have to
Not
know
too
that
much.
there's a cutoff period. Now, I'm hurt that
Hmm.
you're hurting. But don't let the question then become why are you hurting this much? See, then that's going to be a problem in somebody's house if the question has to turn to that. Because I'm a very empathetic person. So I know, like I said, I know that, you know, people had a connection. You really cared about the person and all of that stuff. But 3 4 days of this would be a little
Like
inappropriate, I think.
why are
With
you
me,
so distraught?
with me.
Why are you so distraught that you have not taken a shower in 2 days? I don't help me understand. Was
Maybe
this your
sometimes when people pass away, that's when people realize how much they really cared for them. But I'm not about to be jealous of a person that's gone unless you're gonna try to make them more important than me. Then you know, then we got some problem.
right? Right. I'm
We
with you
got
when
some
you're
problem.
right.
But no, that did it. I agree. You shouldn't have to hide it.
No.
Just don't do too much. Too much is too much. Don't do too much.
Never
Thank
too
you,
much,
Will
never
Howard,
too
for
much,
that
never too much.
subject. Anthony, we had talked about your subject of the reason men end up walking away. I don't know if you were in here for that, but we did talk about your subject that you had submitted this week on the So What You Think page. We liked it, so we chose it to make it part of the discussion. Here's something for discussion for you guys. Was a big
Oh,
discussion
did
on the
you
page.
did you
What?
did you see your cousin's response to the last topic?
Where's it at?
There Anthony, it's in Facebook. He said there's a level of respect you got to render to your current, even though you are grieving your ex. I agree.
Right. Right. See, and I agree with that.
Yeah,
Hold on, because I hope the sound don't pop on.
it is.
Okay, I don't know why I'm not. Okay, well, I'm not even gonna start looking for that because I can't see where he's making a comment in Facebook. The
I'm on my phone,
I'm
so
on
that's
I'm
why.
looking on mine, but for some reason it ain't letting me see comments because it's just taking me right back to the other thing.
Oh, okay.
But okay, so another thing that we had a big discussion on the page this week was mandatory DNA testing. Do you think that baby ought to be tested right there at the hospital?
Yes,
Why?
I'm with it. I'm with it because one, it will absolve a man from responsibility if that's not his child.
Hmm.
And I know I've heard of several stories where women have knowingly passed off a child to a man because
Hmm.
they knew that that man would take care of that baby.
Hmm.
And my thing is, give that man the opportunity to say that he will be that type of man. Don't force him into that position. That's not fair. It's not fair to him. It's not fair to that child. And it could be
Now,
detrimental.
uh-huh.
Go ahead.
No, I was going to say I worked with, I don't know if I said this on here before, but I worked with a Jewish lady who told me that a Jewish couple friend that they had a baby and that baby came out. The first thing the baby,
Mm, 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 mm.
There was a documentary. I can't remember if it was on Netflix or if it was on Prime, but it was about this girl who grew up in a Jewish family, and her mom had had a relationship with this black man.
oh, I saw that.
But they raised the girl to believe that she was white
Black.
Jewish.
Oh,
No, that she was
oh,
white.
oh, okay.
That she was white Jewish.
Okay.
But she didn't look like anybody. She was fair skinned, and
Yeah,
and she had thick curly hair like some Jewish people do.
because they do. And big
Yeah,
noses.
yeah, but she didn't look like anybody in the family,
Hmm. Hmm.
and she couldn't understand it. And as she got older, her black features really started to become more prominent.
Shine through.
And it wasn't until I think she said she was in college
Hmm.
or maybe her last year in high school. I can't remember which one it was, but she finally found out that her dad was not her. The dad that she grew up with was not
Hmm.
her father, but the father did know. It wasn't a
Usually
surprise.
them daddies be knowing that.
Yeah.
Because they be, shh, be quiet. Because he know he was on the scene of the crime. Then when them babies come up, they got to step, you got to
Hmm.
slide out of, just
Yep.
slide
Oh,
onto the
Linda,
left.
Linda, you saw that one? You saw that documentary? I
Hmm.
think it was
I
called.
thought you were talking about another one that this girl's mother married one of the stars that was on Hogan's Heroes.
Oh no.
And her mother gave her to like their friend or maid or something to raise
Hmm.
because she didn't want her Jewish friends to know that she had had a black child.
Wow.
And Larry Storch, I think that was his name that was on the show.
Hmm.
He was very kind to her, but she said when she would go to the house, her mother would like make her stay over there, like not really mix and mingle and pretend that she was her friend's daughter, even though she knew that that was her mother. But she was like, and the thing was, she was talking to him, and she was like still unapologetic, like, hey, it's what I had to do at the time. I would have never been accepted by my friends if they had known that I had a black child.
Well,
It's
if some
okay to lay down with them, but you can't get up with them babies.
right. Well, if someone has that kind of mindset, I wouldn't expect them to have any empathy for that child if that's their
Hmm.
mindset. You sound selfish.
But it's
It,
interesting that your friends can know that you sneaking around with a black man,
mhm.
but don't have no baby.
Mhm.
Unacceptable. So yeah, I'm for the DNA test, and I think there should be a little room you get the results in and separate the parents in
Yeah,
case this news ain't what you thought it was gonna be.
and you
And
need to
that
do the
could be a
DNA
TV show.
test. You need to do the DNA test before the father signs the birth certificate because the name on that birth certificate is the person responsible for that baby, no matter what the DNA test says
Yeah,
afterwards.
there's some states that do that. But this
Hmm.
could be now that could be a TV show for you.
Girl.
She go into her side of the thing with the steel door, and he on the
Uh-huh.
other side, and then they come in there and read the results.
Yep.
But because it's not fair for men to find out 10, 15, 20 years later that this is not their child. That's not right.
Hmm.
But do you
It's
think
not.
it's okay? What do you think about when men though may find out that the baby's not his 20 years later, and then he's like, "You're not my child no more." It's within his right, you know.
It is within his right, and I honestly I don't have an opinion about it because I can't I can't reconcile with that feeling, with that emotion. I don't know
Mhm.
what that would be because
Mhm.
if I had the baby, then it's my baby. But I don't know how you should I don't know how you should feel after raising this child for so long and then finding out that it's not yours. I
I
don't.
know somebody that did raise a baby that happened to.
Mm.
Was not a good feeling.
I would imagine
Mm-mm.
it's not.
Mm-mm.
Like I could see that person reliving every moment of
Mhm.
that child's life and what they've done with this child under the guise
Mhm.
that this is my biological,
Mhm.
and the love that comes with this baby being my biological, and
Mhm.
then to know that I was deceived all this time. That could be that's a lot. That's a lot.
If Joseph could accept,
Joseph knew that baby wasn't his because he hadn't laid down with Mary.
if Joseph could accept it, you can accept it. How you know God don't make another miracle, baby? How you know?
Because we know
You
he
don't
wasn't the pastor.
know. I just said something touched me while I'm sleeping. I don't know. I don't know how that baby got in there. I don't know. Yes, that did it. I agree that that's very traumatic, and that could be like stabbing him because you to tell somebody that they're not yours, and you raise them and you love them. But then I think sometimes that knee jerk reaction to be like, "You're not my child anymore," is really misplaced anger to the
Yeah.
mother that you're
Hmm.
putting on the child that's an innocent bystander that's loved you as a parent, that only knows you as a parent. I say take some time and make amends with it, but you can't stop being somebody's daddy. I mean, you can, but maybe you shouldn't stop being somebody's daddy just because you found out on paper, on blood you're not, but in the heart you've been that child's parent. And if you could be somebody's step parent, you could be their step parent.
Hmm.
You ain't gotta stay with their mama.
And I think what bothers me is that as the mother, instead of instead of being upfront and being honest in the very beginning and maybe hurting one person, you
Mhm.
wait years and
Mhm.
hurt two people.
Mhm.
And
Mhm.
not only those two people, the child and the father, but everybody on the father's side.
Mhm.
Because
Everybody gets
now,
hurt.
yeah, because now you
All
have
because you
these
want to lie.
grandparents that now have to reconcile with the fact that they don't have a biological granddaughter or a
Yeah,
grandchild.
just don't lie in the beginning. Like I know you want to
Yeah.
protect your reputation and all of that, but girl, you already
Don't
know that when that man baby
do it.
when you went in there and told that lie.
Don't do it.
So here's a question right here I have for you, right? Because I be seeing this all the time. Do
Child.
women just love to argue? Is that true on us?
I don't think we love to argue. I think we have a lot to say about different topics.
Mm.
and we
See,
just say it.
I think what be throwing the men. They think it's an argument. It's not an argument. It's
Not
just and see, here's the term that they don't understand, that we don't know what it
passion.
means neither. I'm
It's
gonna admit right now, we don't know what it means neither. It's a feeling. It's a
I'm
feeling.
passionate about what I'm saying. I'm passionate.
No, but it's a feeling when we use this term, when we say,
Well,
see, you just don't understand where I'm coming from. You just don't get it. Now, what this means, I don't really think we know. But until you make me feel that you get where I'm coming from, or you understand how I feel, then this discussion will not be closed. We cannot take it off the books. And I think that's why men think women like to argue, because they think
we
it's over and
we
he'll say,
can't
okay, blah, blah,
we
blah, and
can't
she'll go,
table
you
it.
still don't get where I'm coming from. You still don't
We
get it.
can't table it. We cannot parking lot discussion.
Mm,
We can't put it in the parking lot.
mm,
It's gonna go on until I get what I need
mm,
from this. Trust.
mm,
You can be sitting in the
mm.
bathroom on the toilet. I'm coming in
He
because
just don't get where I'm coming from.
we need to finish talking about this.
He's like, no, I get it. No, you don't get where I'm coming from. You don't understand you don't understand what I'm saying. Now y'all argue with each other and men too. True.
But men
But
act
you
like
know who
they don't.
fault that is that did it?
Men act like they don't argue.
Girl. Look, but that did it. You know who fault it is that women argue like they do? Or discuss. We discuss things. We discuss things.
Passionately.
That's the Lord. That's the Lord. Because He gave women the capability to process more than you can at a time. That's a proven fact.
It is.
Women can process more than men can at one time. That's the reason why we can all talk at the same time. And we in there, we understand. But y'all brain be like this. Oh my God, too many
It
people
could be
talking.
like five different conversations going on in a
Yeah.
group of women, and we are zoned in on each of the
Yeah.
conversations.
Yes. You catch a little bit over there. Yeah, right, girl. That's what I said. Right. See what I'm saying? That's what I told her. Okay. See? Yes. Yeah, girl. Yeah. Precisely. You know. He said we argue with men, but that's true. But no, women don't really like to argue, but we do like to discuss a lot.
I'm probably one of the women that I don't even like to talk a whole lot. So any argument you get out of me is the argument you deserved, because I don't even like
Thank
to
you.
talk a lot.
Cause see, I feel like this. I'd rather be laughing than arguing.
That part.
I want to talk about it, then I want to be done talking about it.
Yep.
Cause really, I don't really know how to stay mad that long.
I don't want to stay mad because
Probably when I walk away from it, I'm done.
when I stay mad, I sit in it.
You do?
I sit in it. I get comfortable. I get a book out. Get a pen and a pad. I start writing. I got my little beverage. I'm sipping. Yeah, I'm gonna be here for a minute. So
You
you
give me
really
some
don't
chocolate, I'm straight.
you don't want me there for a long time.
Chocolate, and I'm straight.
Because
That did it said men don't usually argue because it will turn into something else. What's the something else?
when I sit in anger,
Hmm.
the rose colored glasses come off, and then I
Hmm.
start to see you for who you are. That's what you don't want me to do. So don't.
Hmm.
But let's not let's not do that. Let's just
So
have a
let's not do that.
let's not do that. Let's have a civil conversation.
Oh, now I want to put the link in for people to come in and join us if they want to come up and have something to say. You don't have to turn your camera on if you don't want to. If you
I
just
got
want to turn your camera off and talk, you can, but I'm going to put the link up
I
as
got
I
you.
introduce the last thing that I had for us to discuss, which is I don't celebrate holidays, but I know Father's Day is coming up. But one of the things that I know men get really irritated about is women wanting to be celebrated on Father's Day. I don't get it, but
You don't get what?
women
Why they're
wanting to
mad or why women?
why women do it. Like, why would you need to be celebrated on a Father's Day? Like, to me, it's like taking a jab at the man. Like, he wasn't there, he wasn't around. You still not a father. You know what I'm saying? So
Hmm.
let them have their day. You got your day, because you would be offended if men were trying to do that on your day. So I don't get it. I don't
Well,
be getting it. Hey, Linda.
Hey, Linda.
Hey.
Hey, youngster,
I
Yeah.
honest, right, right.
out there in California, eh?
Yep.
I guess I don't. I honestly, if I'm being honest, I
Hmm.
don't care. I don't care what
Hmm.
another woman does or how she celebrates herself. Um, even if it means um taking the extra credit for being the mother and the father on Father's Day. If that's what you want to do, go ahead and do it. I mean, I don't do it, but I'm not poo pooing the person that does.
Yeah, I'm not
And
gonna lose no sleep about it, but I
I'm
do
not.
think that it's not a good signal to send to your kid either. You know how you always say you don't talk about like I don't think nobody should talk about nobody's parent to them. Like even if you're the mother, you shouldn't be talking about nobody's daddy to them. So to me, to do something like that is the same as saying your daddy ain't nothing. That's what it's communicating. So, and I just, for me, I
Well,
just don't get what the point of it is. That did it says it's a slap in the face of men.
I can almost guarantee you if she's celebrating Father's Day as the mother, then she's already said the unnecessary things to that child about
Right,
the
right,
father.
right. I
So
agree with that.
that won't make a difference.
Hmm.
Celebrating herself on Father's Day.
Yeah,
She's
I agree with
already
that.
yeah, she's already put the nail in that coffin.
I agree with that.
Hmm.
Yeah, but I think it's kind of doing too much. Linda, what you think about that or any of the stuff that we talked about tonight?
As far as women taking credit on Father's Day,
Hmm.
I don't think
They got
that's.
cards for it now.
I really don't think that's necessary.
Hmm.
As a parent, um, and when I was married before, I always made sure that my son and his siblings venerated their father.
Hmm.
Now that I'm in the truth, I don't. I also don't participate, but I do things for my husband to make him feel special.
Hmm.
He works very hard. He's been a
Hmm.
great provider.
Hmm.
He took me on with my disabled child, so big ups to him.
Yeah, he's a great guy.
He is, even though I want to kill him sometime, but he's working on
Nah,
it.
girl, you better keep
He'll
him.
be all right.
So is saying something negative to your male children too? Wait, say that again. Read that, because I'm a little far from my phone.
So it's saying something negative to your male children too. It devalues men.
Okay,
Okay,
I thought I was missing a word. Okay,
agree with
Mhm.
that. Uh,
yeah.
a mother should never disparage a child's father to the child. Never.
Hmm.
When a child, if he's that trifling, when a child is old enough, he or she can make his own decisions.
They'll find it out.
Bingo. I did that with my son. When my son was born, I was under the impression that his father was going to be the father that I needed him to be for his son.
Hmm.
This was his first child. This was my first child. We were teenagers, and we were both figuring this thing out together. And he
Hmm.
absolutely dropped the ball in every way possible. But what I did not do is I did not disrupt my son's life with my anger towards his dad.
Hmm.
I made sure
Hmm.
that he stayed in contact with his paternal side of the family. I
Hmm.
did
Hmm.
everything that I could do to foster that relationship with them. They decided not to pursue anything. And I ended up telling my son when he was old enough, if you don't feel the need to continue doing these things, you don't have to. I didn't want to put the burden on him. He was the child. And with
Yeah,
his father, and with his father, I never said one disparaging thing to him about his dad. I always told him no matter what you feel about your father, you must always respect him as your father. Period. I won't have you disrespecting him at all, no matter whether he's here or not. And I always gave his father an open door policy with me with when it came to seeing his kid, you don't if you're in town, let me know. He's always available to you. I was never that person that would not
It's not
allow him
Tuesday.
to see him.
mhm.
Yeah, I would never do that.
You didn't
And
hold
Yeah,
your
when my
son hostage.
I did
yeah.
not do any of that. And when my son was old enough to understand what it really was, he made up
Mhm.
in his mind how he wanted to handle the situation with his dad. And my
Mhm.
son will be 35 in December. And at 35 years of age, him and his dad are the best of friends.
Yeah, I think even as a parent, if they're lacking what you think they should be doing and should have or whatever, sometimes your child doesn't require all that. They just want to
No,
see them, even if it's only once a year,
yeah,
Mhm.
even if all they do is call. I think that for the child, they're willing to take that because they don't need from them from as a parent what you expect them to do as a co-parent.
yeah.
Those are two different things. It's like people
Kids,
say all the time, girls want to marry a guy like their father. No,
hmm
I want to marry a guy that treated my mother the way he treated her. But my father was my father. That's a whole.
thank
I had
you.
a different relationship with him. I don't
Mhm.
want him. I don't want to marry somebody to treat me like my dad did, but
What you
somebody that
just
treats
said,
me like he treated my mother. Then
Mhm.
yeah.
what you just said, your relationship with your father is different than your mother's relationship with your father. And that was how I dealt with it with my son. My son may think his father is the most amazing man in the world. I know
Mhm.
him to be different.
Mhm.
But my opinion of your father is my opinion because my
Right.
relationship with him is different. So I would
Mhm.
never say anything to my son about his dad to make him see
Mhm.
him differently. The opinion that you build about your father is your
Mhm.
opinion, not the
Yeah.
one that I gave you.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah. That's for them to navigate through. That
absolutely.
did it said, you as women are raising and nurturing future men. So you want the man you raise to be confident and be a good man and hopefully a good father. Good point.
Absolutely.
Uh-huh. I
Absolutely.
didn't get to raise any kids, but the little input I had in like my nephew's upbringing, not because his mother needed me to do anything, but just because I wanted to.
Hmm.
I'm always trying to pour into him what kind of person he wants to be and what he wants to do for his child and don't let the mistakes of you know not mistakes or maybe anything that he didn't like in his upbringing, don't take that into your situation with your kid.
Right.
Instead of criticizing what happened to you, do better, do
Absolutely.
different. Yeah.
I agree.
Hmm. Anything else we talked about tonight, Linda, you wanted to give your opinion on? Anybody else want to come up and come in and talk with us too? So the link is down there if you guys want to. Don't forget to like the video, subscribe to the page, and share. But like the video, please like the video. I mean, not video, like this going on, like it. Put a like up for us.
The video.
Hmm. Let me see, is anybody? We have 4 likes. Thank you.
I like it too, but I gotta go back to the.
Hmm.
I have to go back
Yeah.
to the page to do it, huh?
Uh huh.
Okay. I'll do that before we shut off.
Okay. But what about some of the things that we covered earlier about like 50-50, putting up 50-50 in our relationship? You think a woman's money is her money and his money is their money?
Well, I can only speak on what I know to be true for my household. This is my
Hmm.
second marriage, and you ladies, some of you have heard the story before. In my first marriage, I allowed my ex-husband to handle everything,
Hmm.
which worked for about
Hey,
5 years.
Ronnie.
Hey, how you doing?
That's my baby. He's going to be 38 on Monday.
Happy
Oh.
birthday.
Thank you.
And I allowed him to handle everything because he was in sales. He was very good at managing money, et cetera, et cetera, et cetera. He abused that. So in my second marriage, I kept my own bank account. I think I added my husband to the checking account after we've been married 3 or 4 years. We have, different accounts as your parents did. As long
Hmm.
as the bills get paid, what I do with the rest of the money is my business.
Hmm.
We have a joint savings, 2 joint savings. We've got uh, some other accounts. I'm more of a saver than he is, but what I've discovered with my husband is I can't really tell him exactly what we have because it'll disappear. He's very generous with his grown children, and I'm not going for that. So,
Tell them I have to start calling him more.
no, you do, and I'll cut your throat. He asked him, then he
Tell cuz I gotta call check on him more.
asked him about it, and it was something to do. And he says, "No, we don't need to do that right now." I said, "Well, it's going to happen. I'm going to make it happen, and I'm
Linda,
not
I can see you
asking
texting me
for money."
now. If you put that check in the mail, I'm gonna cut you.
And
I mean, not in the mail. If you deposit that check, I'm gonna cut you.
no, he said, "I know you got a little nest egg somewhere." I said, "I sure do,
And do.
and we'll keep it."
That's right.
Mm-hmm. It's for a rainy day.
Yeah, but it
Okay.
worked for us.
Then you gotta have one for a blizzard.
Yeah, we got that.
Mm-hmm.
When the
Mm-hmm.
ATM don't work, we can go to the little pig and get a couple of dollars out.
Mm-hmm. Yes, and indeed.
My allergies are kicking up all of a sudden.
I know one thing. I have laughed so much tonight. I done
Yes.
tickled myself.
Mm-hmm.
Hmm. But I think this is what we'll do every week now. I start to pull topics from the So What You Think page that people have submitted.
Hmm.
And then that way people can look forward to their questions becoming part of the show that we'll discuss whatever was kind of hot that week or really interesting that week. Then I ain't got to go searching for them as much.
This was a good flow this
Absolutely.
week. A
Yeah.
very good flow.
Hmm. Yeah, I
Okay.
agree. Well, that was all of the topics I had for tonight. I don't know if you ladies had anything else you wanted to throw out there, but I want to thank everybody that was on That Did It. We appreciate you. And let me go back up.
Cousin
T.
Anthony.
Gloria,
Jolie,
thank you. Cousin Anthony,
Yolanda,
Yolanda,
Kanita.
Kanija. I see. You know what? Like romper room. That's what we're going to have to do at the end. I see so and so and so and
I
so and.
see Kanita. I see T.
Mhm.
Jolie. I see
Mhm.
Yolanda. I see Linda. I see Anthony. I see,
Mhm.
what's the last? Bless you.
That's my husband.
When you tell the truth, when you waiting on that lady to say she saw Sharice,
Huh?
when you waiting on that lady on romper room to say she saw Sharice
Girl,
when
no.
you were little.
Uh-uh.
No.
Oh, hey Audrey. We see Audrey.
Sharice was never in the keychain thing when we were traveling. It was never in the license plate, the little magnet for the refrigerator.
Yes.
Never, never Sharice. Never, no,
Look,
no.
as common as my name was at that time, she didn't say my name enough in my opinion.
Bless
Hmm.
you.
To me, she should have said it more.
Well, at least you got it. At least it was
Hmm.
said.
Hmm. They
It
could have
never
said it
was.
some more. Look, I be sitting there waiting every time. She gonna say my name. She gonna say my name.
Look, even when like the rappers that do like DMX had a song where he was naming off names,
Uh
I
huh.
wasn't my name did not come up.
But he did say a lot of readers. Like I saw Sharita and so was that and Grace.
Never
He
Sharice.
said a lot of names.
And
Mm-mm.
Petey Pablo had a song where he was naming off people.
Mm.
Lisa, Teresa,
Uh-huh.
Rashonda, the one, not Sharice.
Oh no,
That's because you're special.
you're
I
special.
am.
We're going to get you a song with your name in it.
Oh, my name has appeared in some songs.
Okay,
In
good.
fact, it was one song called Miss Fat Booty,
Oh.
and Miss Fat Booty's name was
Look
Sharice.
at Jim's face.
Her name was Sharice.
Oh my goodness.
Sharice, how somehow does that make sense? Somehow.
That was the girl's name in the rap. It was
Oh
I
Lord.
found you, Miss New Booty. Bring it together and give it back to me. Hit the Players Club about a month or two. The dance floor, then see what it
But
do.
she know the
Wanna see?
song.
But where was your name
No,
come in
it,
at?
in the verses. In the
Okay.
hook, it wasn't in the hook. It
Okay.
wasn't in the hook, but in the verse, he
You was
asked
like,
her
oh,
what was her name, and she said Sharice, and I was
so
like,
you gotta tell your future guy to write you a song with your name in it. Then I'll be like, and perform it at the reception.
But it can't be Miss Fat Booty.
No,
but
not
but
that one.
what? Right, right.
But she probably would play
The
it and
closest
dance
I
to it
ever.
knowing her.
Well, see, my nickname, my mom calls me Sherry. So the
Okay.
closest I ever got was My Sherry Amore or
Yeah.
Oh
Sherry baby.
Sherry, I'm in
I'm
love.
bad myself.
Yeah, Sherry baby. My mother's best friend would sing
Um,
that
Yeah,
Sherry, Sherry baby.
Sherry baby.
Won't you
That was a
come
little
out
girl's name
tonight?
that lived next door to us. When we moved to our neighborhood, we were the first black people to move on that block.
Uh,
And I remember there was a little girl named Sherry next door. And overnight, Sherry was gone. I got up the next morning, went to knock on the door. The whole house was empty. You know, I
yeah,
used to move out at nighttime then.
yeah,
yeah, because they saw y'all move in. They was like, we out of here.
And it was
that
like,
white
there's
flight was
some black
real.
people on the block.
Oh yeah,
We were the first
Yeah.
black family on our block in Bellwood, and yeah, it's all black
Hmm.
now.
Yeah.
they can
We
run
still
or
have
they
We were
can
the first
hide.
ones over there.
Wherever they
Yeah.
go, we will find them.
we gonna
Yeah.
find.
Yeah,
Like, you know where they at?
we might,
Broadview. They
we
moved a little
might
further. You
find
know where they at? Hillside.
Uh huh.
Where they cut it off is Oak Brook. They was like, now y'all ain't coming out here. Some of
Okay,
you, we sprinkle you. But you ain't taking
not
over.
all of you, not all of you.
Oak Park done held on too. Like they got a lot, but
Oak
they
Park is
holding
probably
on.
one of the more diverse suburbs.
It's diverse, but they holding on. Now
They're
River
holding on.
Forest is really holding on.
Yeah.
And River Forest like, now don't do too much. Don't do take that back down on Harlem.
Well,
Take that back
there
down
are
on Harlem.
pockets
That's the
of
difference
river
between
forest where it is very dark.
Mhm.
that's
Mhm.
the
There's
difference
pockets.
between Chicago and here, though.
And they're so uppity there.
If you broke, all the broke people live together. If you're middle class, all the middle class live together. If you upper middle class, all the upper middle class, but everybody just kind of falls in there together. And they may not speak to you, but
Mhm.
we all hear.
Hmm.
Is that the way it should be? I don't know. I do know I don't want to live by no neighbors ain't got no curtains.
Me
Child.
neither.
Okay.
If your blinds are broken up,
You would
Crunchy.
hate
I
my
call them crunchy.
neighbors.
there's sheets to the window, I don't want to be neighbors with you.
Well, they don't have sheets and blinds. They got this aluminum quilted stuff up to their window and
Mm-mm.
trash in their yard. And they moved
Mm-mm.
in 2 days before we did.
See,
Now,
Just
now
if I
I
had a
don't
house that
like
was really,
HOAs, but HOAs
uh,
sometimes are necessary. I don't
I
like
yeah,
them,
agree with you. I agree
but
with
they are
you.
necessary.
yeah,
And I wish we
they
had
just
one.
they'll bougie the place right up.
Okay.
Excuse me, there will be no garbage can more than this big. Excuse me, there will be no cars on the driveway. Excuse me,
Oh, and they
the
even
children must play
some
on the back.
noise that your window coverings that face the outside should be white
Huh?
because they want a uniform look. And there are
Hmm.
some HOAs in some areas they go all out for Christmas. They make you sign an agreement that you will go out all out and decorate for Christmas. Out
Oh, I
here,
didn't know that.
out here. That's
The
what.
back of your curtains have to be white.
Mm-hmm. Because they don't want a hodgepodge of colors. When you
They
close your
want
blinds
to.
and
But
windows.
is it your house or ain't it your house?
It is. And your grass can only be this tall.
Well, then
Uh,
come over here and cut it then.
no, they will fine you. And if the fines get high enough, they can put a lien on your house. Yes, ma'am.
You know
Mm,
what? I would be throwing grass fertilizer on everybody's yard every night when I walk my dog,
Mhm.
just so that your grass will grow, 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 grow.
And then you got people that don't cut it.
I don't like that.
Or all the houses out here have sprinkler systems. That was part of the deal when you bought your house. Guy next door ain't got no grass.
Anthony said, I ain't running my light bill up at Christmas for no HOA. I heard that,
I know
cuz.
that's right. I know
Uh,
that's right.
he said, not gonna do it.
Matter of
Well,
fact, I'm gonna need a discount on my HOA fee in December for these lights.
But it seems like when people have those HOAs when they're in a subdivision instead of in a building, they
Mm.
really Them neighbors really be
They
kind of
need to
crazy.
find some business to mind. That's what they need to do.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They
I
get
was
drunk with power.
Yeah.
on is it Black BMF, 50 Cent show? The lady came on,
BMF.
I'm the president of the
Yeah.
HOA,
Oh
and you
yeah.
need to cut your grass. And he told her, he said, I see you be sneaking all them folks up, the men up in here when your husband ain't home. You better go on later.
He sure did.
That was a good comeback.
Yes, it was.
Real good comeback.
Now
So do
that
you
did it. Let me
want
tell
to
you
be
something. I
able
grew up on
to
the west
see
side of
all the
Chicago,
things?
but our house was known for being the house you could see from the front to the back because we had huge picture windows. And baby, you could see all the way through our house all day till we got ready to go to bed. Those curtains were wide open.
Um, and that did it. I beg your pardon. I've been living in the suburbs all my life, and we have curtains and blinds, sir.
Hmm.
No, but in the other burbs, yeah, you can ride past and be like, "Ooh, that's a nice house up there.
Oh yeah.
Ooh, I like that."
Huge windows all the
hmm
way
But
around.
you know, child, my mama's house wide open.
Well, I
Wow.
like when I get up, I like to open the window covers and stuff. My husband has everything shut down and hermetically sealed, and it's like, dude, it's a nice breeze outside. Let some light up in here. The plants need light. Somebody
You know,
might say,
I never gave it a thought. Like, but people would always ride down the block and be looking in our windows, or if they was walking down the street, they'd be looking in our windows, and it was just normal to me. And it wasn't until maybe now when I started going over there to visit, like maybe in the late like 1990s,
mm-hmm.
early 2000s, I would go over there and pull the curtains together. So my mother be like, "Who closed my curtains up?" I'm like, "You need to pull these curtains up. These folks looking up through here."
Yeah, come
But
on,
we
that's a
grew up in
good
that house like that though. And then
Hmm.
we used to sit there in the window, be like just watching folks and all that, you know.
one. Yeah.
People be looking like, why they windows? Yeah, they windows be wide open. They half waving. How y'all doing?
What was that? That show, Home Improvement, where
hmm
the guy would
Right.
talk to his neighbor across the fence. That's your cousin Carlton. He goes out in the backyard and spies on the neighbors because I'm sure I can't see over the fence, but he's over 6 feet. So he said, "Oh, the neighbors were fighting again today. You know, they had a really big fight." It's like, which one was it?
Wow.
No, the one over there with the pickup truck.
Mm-mm. So that's something. That's something. Oh well.
I
Well, I
I
thank
got
you
it.
all for
That did
coming and
it.
joining. Huh?
Not y'all, but y'all. No, I was responding to that did it. He said, I'm not talking about. I'm talking
Oh,
about other Chicago. I said, okay, not y'all, but y'all.
yeah.
Okay.
That did it. We don't know who you are. I don't know if you want to throw your name down in the chat. They want to remain incognito.
But we do appreciate the
Negro.
participation.
Incognito.
Incognito.
Absolutely.
Not negro. Not, what, now I can't even say it the right way. Incognito. And
Incognito.
not incognito, but incognito.
That's what I usually say, incognito.
May not be though, so I'm just teasing.
It
Yeah.
sounds better.
But
I
I
like it.
appreciate all of you guys joining us tonight for our little So What You Think After Dark, sipping and tripping. And join us back here again next Thursday, depending on what's going on with our schedules.
Yes.
Oh Lord.
Be sure to like the video if you're catching us on the
Please.
playback.
Oh
If
Dana,
you're
that's you.
already
Okay.
here,
I
Uh-huh.
go
will.
ahead and like the video.
Uh-huh.
And be sure that you're following So What You Think and Chicago Red on YouTube and Facebook and IG and Twitter and
Or
what
wherever you
else?
shall find it.
TikTok.
Yes, yes, yes. And
I'll-
share the lives. I mean, it helps everything out in the algorithms and everything and all
yes,
of that.
indeed.
And I appreciate you guys for participating on the page and keep putting up your subjects because I'm going to now start choosing what we talk about here live every Thursday from the things that you guys submit and we'll make them part of the things that we will discuss when we come on live for our So What You Think After Dark. So give yourselves a round of applause for those wonderful subjects that we had tonight. We appreciate you guys. Thank you, thank you, thank you. And with that, we are going to sign off for the night. And thank you guys very much. You can stay there, Linda, if you
Okay.
want. All right. Join us
Thank
every Thursday, 8 p.m. Good night.
She's gonna look at me like, are you
She would
serious,
humble
man?
you, humble you, but would you still want you to next time you see her somewhere, they talking about they would I want to pay for her. She
If
would
they
humble you,
could.
but
was
Good
a good
night, y'all. Huh?
that was a good show. I enjoyed it.